It's really alarming. Oh, gosh.
That's
Welcome
great.
to the show. All right.
I'm so confused. Are we live?
Yes.
Okay, I have to say this the right way. So, you're familiar with the Matrix movies, right?
Are we in the Matrix now?
You're familiar with the Matrix movies, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know who wrote and directed and created those movies, right?
No.
The Wachowski brothers.
Okay.
Okay. So that's like that and a bunch of stuff they did, like the Wachowskis, the Matrix, or the Wachowski brothers, the Matrix. Well, both of the Wachowski brothers have, I don't know if they've gone through gender reassignment, but they've changed their gender.
Oh,
And I keep having to remind myself that because there's a news story that went up about how Lily Wachowski won't return for why she didn't return for the Matrix. And I'm like, who the hell is Lily Wachowski?
right.
Oh, it dawned on me. I saw that headline. I was like, oh yeah, we're getting a new Matrix movie this year, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff this year. Getting a lot of weird stuff this year.
Well,
how's it going, everybody? Welcome.
that's because... Yeah, I got it. I think.
So what's going on, Steven? I'll go ahead and get this out on the front end. Hi, Steven. I don't normally see your questions until after the show's over, but I wanted to at least put them up there. Steven asks questions throughout the whole show, like if I say, if I'm going to the Magic Kingdom, he always asks, what ride would you ride to the Magic Kingdom? What's the best ride to the Magic Kingdom?
Right.
I never see those questions until after it's over.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's the name of the travel agency that you recommend if you have?
I just put it up there.
Oh yeah, Destinations to Travel. There you go.
Yep.
Awesome. Racina's here. Good to see you.
Yep. Brr. We got a full crowd.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we?
Everybody come forward and slide to the right. All the way to the right. Isn't that every Disney bench seat?
Oh, I thought you were going to say slide to the left. Slide
No,
right.
No, that's every... That's Fantasmic. That's Beauty and the Beast show. That's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That's every attraction that's got a bench. Come in, take a seat, slide all the way to the right.
All right, don't leave any empty seats.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep.
In today's show, we've got news about the most magical story on Earth. Coming October 1st, Disney's Contemporary Resort and Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. Headline news, meetups, trivia, and oh so much more in today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Well, all right, everybody. If you're thinking about planning your next vacation or you're just trying to get away for a few days, I cannot highly recommend our buddies over at Destinations to Travel. They are the absolute best at planning a family vacation or romantic getaways, cruises, wherever you want to travel. If it's available to you, they can help you book it. And the cool thing is if anything changes, like if there's a COVID outbreak or if there's some other restrictions that go into place, they will let you know because that's what they do. They stay on top of that kind of thing. And it doesn't cost you a dime. So you have someone working on your behalf, keeping you up to date, saving you time, energy, and frustration as well as money. So why wouldn't you contact our friends over at Destinations to Travel? The best way to do that is to go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/travel for our friends at Destinations to Travel. And while we're doing that, I want to give a shout out to our buddies who are helping us on the blog side, Christina and Adriana. Thank you so much. You guys' articles are amazing. We appreciate it. So if you're looking for specific folks you can reach out to in that little survey, Christina Smith or Adriana Benetti, you can reach out to them. And then we have our other friends who will come on from time to time. And guys, we just cannot thank you enough. The partnership with Destinations to Travel has been awesome. So DisneyParksPodcast.com/travel.
Sounds good.
How you
Very
doing, buddy?
good. How about you?
Good. This weekend, Tony and I both partook in the magical dining.
Yes, the magical of dinings.
The magical dining.
Yeah.
Which is something that Orlando does. It's like a price fixed menu for like $37. You get a 3-course meal, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I popped up to the Dahlia Lounge, which just recently reopened Friday night. So had some snacky snacks up there. Food was good. Drinks were good. View was good. Bartender, not so much.
I can neither confirm nor deny, but there's one specific bartender up there that if you have an opportunity to go somewhere else, there's more than one bartender. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we had a really good server. I liked her a lot. She was very helpful. She, we were asking about some of the food selections, and she was like able to, describe them with, very good details. I was like, wow, this is a cast member that very well trained, or has listened during the training, or has eaten these things even.
That's right. It's my understanding, Tony, there's no information in the show other than we're going to say Disney released annual pass pricing.
That is correct. If you would like more information about Disney annual passes for Walt Disney World, that is in our Patreon show, the Extra Magic Hour show this week.
Yeah, we broke it all down. We talked about every little thing. We gave our thoughts on it. Yep. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I have a theory we could talk about later, but it's going to be interesting. I think it's, I don't know. It's a challenging time to be a Disney fan.
Right. And we should also mention that we will not be here Labor Day Monday. You were going to get a very interesting interview we did with Timmy Britt, I think, who's an artist, background artist, author, lots of crafts and trades.
Yeah.
But,
you might not be familiar with the name, but you're certainly familiar with his work.
Oh, you will be familiar with his work. That is for sure. You may want to take your Adderall beforehand because he's a little bit all over the place.
He's intense.
He's like a Pollock painting. He just goes splat.
Yeah, he's worked on a bunch of stuff that you've been to at Disney.
Yeah.
And he's got some great stories.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so.
Absolutely.
All right, anything else you want to talk about before we get into it?
No.
All right, kids. Well, then there's nothing else we can do but get into
the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Well, in an effort to continually enhance the guest experience at Walt Disney World, they've refreshed their offerings from time to time. And the contemporary feature pool at Disney's Contemporary Resort will be unavailable in the winter of 2023. Plan accordingly. While it undergoes maintenance work. This seems really weird that they would be putting this out so far in advance. Is that a typo?
No.
Wow. As an alternative, guests staying at the Disney Resort Hotel may enjoy the Bay Pool, leisure pool at the Contemporary Resort. So, if you're planning a trip in 2023 in the winter, you will not have access to the pool. Mm-hmm. Well, the main pool.
Yeah.
Additionally, the Meadow Swimming Pool at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground will also be unavailable, beginning January through April of 2023, while it undergoes maintenance work. As an alternative, guests staying at this Disney Resort hotel may enjoy the Wilderness Swimming Pool. Now, during this time, it's possible that guests may see or hear construction, but noise should not be heard from guest rooms, guest cabins, and campsites between dusk and 9 a.m. So if you're planning on sleeping in, probably not going to happen. But doesn't happen until 2023, so you got plenty of time.
So take your nap now.
That's right.
The Disney Cruise Line revealed a splash-tacular new adventure on the Aqua Mouse. It's the first Disney attraction at sea. Guests planning a cruise aboard the new Disney Wish next summer might want to pack their snow gear as they are heading to the Alps. So when the Disney Wish was announced a few months ago, we introduced guests to the Aqua Mouse, which is the first ever attraction at sea. They even shared details about the ride's original show called Scuba Scramble, inspired by the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse animated shorts, which they will immerse guests in a hilarious underwater adventure. Now, guests are in for double the fun as Aqua Mouse because now they developed not one but two brand new original animated adventures to experience on this wild water ride. Their second show is called Swiss Meltdown, where Mickey and Minnie will invite guests on a mountain sledding excursion that will inevitably go awry. When the sun comes out and the snow begins to melt, guests will be off on a frantic dash to the mountaintops while trying to avoid obstacles like avalanche, leaky rocks, waterfalls. Oh boy! Oh, Minnie, look at that! The story is inspired by an Emmy Award-winning Mickey Mouse short, Yodelberg. The composer Christopher Willis adopted his iconic scenes from this episode for the attraction. There are many fun Disney Easter eggs to catch during this ride in the Aqua Mouse, such as an appearance of the abominable snowman from the Disneyland Matterhorn bobsled attraction.
Mm-hmm.
A fun hidden detail is that Chip and Dale are hiding in each show, hitchhiking their way to Disney's private island of Castaway Cay. Good luck trying to spot them amid the 60-plus water blasters, misters, and pop jets that guests will encounter along the way. So guests aboard the Disney Wish can experience the Aqua Mouse for the first time in forever when the Disney Wish sets sail on the summer of 2022. How do you like them apples?
I failed, man. I have not really gotten a good idea of what Aqua Mouse is, but I'm looking at pictures.
It's the same thing as the Aqua Duck, except there's a mouse in it.
Yeah, and it looks like there's going to be a
Movie
video
screens.
Oh.
Yeah, there'll be video screens on the walls.
Nice. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
That'll make it more fun, especially because, when you're on a cruise boat for multiple days,
Yeah.
when you're riding the same thing over
Same
and
thing
over.
went over. Right. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Let's see. La Creperia de Paris menu has been revealed. Like all gelates and crepes from Brittany, Creperia, I can never say that word right.
Yeah.
Creperia de Paris. I probably said Brazil on the front end, didn't I? Sorry.
Probably.
We'll serve them very thin. The galettes will be cooked at a high temperature, allowing the outside to become crispy and crunchy, surrounding an irresistible array of filling. The gluten-friendly, savory galettes will be made with buckwheat imported exclusively from France and will feature classic fillings with some unique twists. Perhaps the best known combination and perfect for brunch, breakfast, lunch, or dinner is the classic that includes ham and eggs and Swiss cheese. Perfect for any vegetarian dinner, inspired by the little chef himself. The ratatouille is filled with tomato, zucchini, and eggplant. The sweet crepes are also thin and crispy. I'm not hungry, and made from scratch. From the traditional gourmand filled with house-made hazelnut chocolate spread to the palm filled with caramelized apples and caramel Gruyere salé, the dessert crepes are guaranteed to satisfy everyone's sweet tooth. Guests can even top these decadent delights with house-made ice cream, not
Nice.
gelato.
Gelato. It should be gelato.
Yeah, I know, right? The restaurant will also offer a daily price fix menu that includes a choice of soup or salad, one savory galette, and one dessert crepe, and a glass of hard cider, soda, or juice. The full menu of savory and sweet crepes features, for diners looking for a quick service option. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not talking about the whole menu tonight.
No.
For a quick serve option, check out Crepes à Emporter or La Creperia de Paris. The walk-up window attached to the restaurant will serve 3 savory galettes, 4 sweet crepes, soft serve ice cream, and an assortment of ciders and wines. Guests will be excited to try all the sweet and savory crepes at La Creperia de Paris, but they can also look forward to enjoying the delicious options inside the restaurant, where the decor from the stone walls to the blue glass windows pay homage to Brittany. Even the staff costumes are inspired by traditional creperias, including the striped shirts and red hat known as a Miki, traditional to Brittany's fishermen. For now, reservations won't be needed to enjoy this amazing taste of France in the newly expanded France Pavilion opening on October 1st, with table service dining available for first come, first serve. And for those of you who speak French, forgive me.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. All right. Hey, on October 1st, there's this thing happening here in Florida. We're going to call it the most magical celebration on Earth.
Yeah.
And it is also going to be the 50th anniversary of the park, and they're going to air it on ABC. So just announced in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, ABC News and Disney Parks have teamed up to present a spectacular television event, The Most Magical Story on Earth, 50 Years of Walt Disney World. This special is hosted none other by Disney legend Whoopi Goldberg, and will take viewers on a journey spanning a half a century and beyond. At Walt Disney World, throughout the special, viewers will see exclusive interviews with iconic actors, actresses, athletes, Walt Disney World cast members, Disney's Imagineers, and executives past and present, which will include Michael Eisner, if you'd like to hear from him again. Yes.
Really?
They're bringing Michael out of the dark cave they buried him in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Frank had nothing to do with it.
That's right. The Destin special event will take viewers throughout Walt Disney World's humble beginnings in the swamplands of Florida and its evolution into a cultural phenom. Through an expansive look into the past, the present, and the future of the vacation destination, footage never before seen on television will give fans a glimpse into the journey to bring Walt's vision to life and look at the future, at the plans of the future. This special will also spotlight some of Walt Disney World's most memorable pop culture moments, from the many sitcoms that filmed episodes in the theme park to the conception of the ambiguous I Am Going to Walt Disney World campaign. Plus, viewers will get a heartwarming look at how Disney and Make-A-Wish Foundation have worked together for 40 years to make kids' dreams come true. This will air on October 1st from 8 to 10 p.m. on ABC, and then it will be able to be viewed the next day on demand on Hulu, and then later that month on Disney+. So if you don't have a device that can do any three of these things, I would suggest that you try and get one beforehand.
Yeah. Figure that out.
Yeah,
Probably
figure out how to do that.
Yeah. Hey, as we mentioned earlier, we've got some special content that we're only putting over on Patreon. If you'd like to support the show and get access to that content, we can go over to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon, where you can sign up to get some amazing rewards. Plus, you can support the show. We definitely want to thank our current contributors like longtime friends James, David, and Willie. We've got a new show for all patrons at the $10 level, which is the Disney Plus podcast. We've added a level as well where you get the Disney by the Numbers t-shirts and all the 3 shows and rewards. The shirts are sent to you each month. All you have to do is just continue to be a member. And then now Patreon allows you to save 10% when you pay annually. So guys, why not give it a whirl for a month or so? Let us know what your thoughts are. We do 3 extra shows a week. It's totally worth it. It's the best of me and Tony just being funny, reading off some news and bantering back a little bit. So definitely go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/Patreon and join our amazing Patreon community.
Yipper. Hey, mark your calendars. December 11th will be the monorail crawl. More details coming soon. So check that out. It's Christmas, more of a Christmas crawl. We'll see some Christmas trees, monorails, drinks, things like that. Next up, trivia. Last week, John, we had a question is, what is the first spoken line in the movie Mulan?
No idea.
It's, we're under attack, tag. That was the first 3 words. We are under attack. Yep.
Nice.
And the winner was John. I forgot John's last name.
Donahue.
Not that John.
Oh.
Not that one.
Not me.
And we like to say it's in the mail. All right, this week's trivia question is, how old is Crush in the movie Finding Nemo? So how old is Crush in the Finding Nemo movie?
Well, Sandy Plankton says.
If you think you know the correct answer, send it to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
You know, the funny thing is I don't remember that from the movie. I remember that from the musical.
Oh, really?
The musical they had at Animal Kingdom for so long.
Yeah.
I remember that because I love that song
Mm.
in the musical.
Yeah.
New Love Pop and Pele soccer shops are coming to downtown Disney District at Disneyland Resort. Exciting plans are in the works to bring 2 brand new specialty retailers, Love Pop and Pele Soccer, to downtown Disney District at Disneyland. These are 2 great stores that guests will love to visit at Disney Springs. That they love to visit at Disney Springs and Walt Disney World. And here's what you can expect when these locations make their debut at downtown Disney District in the coming months. You can give a surprise that really pops. You'll be wowed by Love Pop's array of eye-catching, incredible 3D pop-up cards and gifts that take paper art to whole new heights. Created by 2 ship designers, of all things, Love Pop combines engineering and modern technology with the ancient art form of kirigami, a variation of origami that intricately cuts paper rather than folding. These beautiful laser-cut designs add some oomph to any occasion, from birthdays to anniversaries, graduations, weddings, holidays, just because, and far beyond. Love Pop even has a collection of Disney cards and gifts. And yes, that does include Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
and I think Marvel too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
From beautiful cards and stationery to intricate paper flowers and decorations, Love Pop has just what you need to share love with the special people in your life. Next, you can step inside the stadium-themed store and score an amazing assortment of soccer gear from the world-renowned global sports brands that this specialty shop is named after. Pele, the legendary Brazilian superstar who was one of the greatest soccer players of all. Yeah, I loved Pele. I loved watching him when I was a kid. Did you really?
Yes, I went to a Pele soccer camp in New Jersey. Yes, and he used to come to the soccer camp and spend the day with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember he was in that movie.
Pele?
Yeah. I guess it was Pele, duh.
Yeah.
He was in the movie, and it was just awesome.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's a nice dude.
So this would be the ultimate soccer destinations where players and fans alike can choose from a vast selection of official club and national team jerseys from around the world. Sports apparel, cleats, balls, and accessories for men, women, and the children. You can even have jerseys customized with a name and number for a additional fee.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, next up, there are new Murphy bed coming, and this is confirmed. 2 more Disney Vacation Club resorts soon will sport the same fold-down sofa beds, which debuted at Disney's Riviera Resort, which came off the walls.
Literally.
And were more recently added to now Disney Saratoga Springs. But the Disney's Polynesian resorts and bungalows and villas at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort are now also both scheduled for minor soft goods refurbishment in the coming months. Didn't the Poly just get an up? No, they did the regular rooms. Now they're talking about these beds and the others.
Have these already?
No, they have a trundle bed, not a Murphy bed. The trundle's a little one-person thing that comes off the wall. This is the whole thing that you slept in the Riviera. The sofa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the sofa bed.
Yep.
So this soft good refurbishment coming in the months. Disney is taking the light refurbishment a step further by replacing all the I can't talk tonight. Living room sofas with the newer pull-down convertible sofa. Made popular at the Riviera and Saratoga, these units feature a standard-sized sofa bed during the day, along with the panel that pulls down from the wall at night, revealing a traditional bed and mattress. That was like a queen size. Queen? Would you call it queen or full?
Full. I'd call it full.
Okay.
Yeah.
The new units will be added to all villa types, including deluxe studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. They have already debuted at the Poly Bungalows, so maybe you're right, John. But I think the ones in the living room are only the little trundle beds. But they might have replaced the sofa with these pull-down beds.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember pulling down from the wall like that.
Yeah, I don't either. The soft good refurbishment is planned approximately every 7 years after the resort's opening. It typically includes updates to floor coverings, wall coverings, linens, and other in-room decor that are soft. The Polynesian's Pongo building is currently closed for renovations, and the Mora Toluki building are scheduled for refurbishments, along with 100 villas at the Grand Floridian. No specific timeline has been revealed for the completion of the project. So.
I think that's the Morea and the Tokalua.
Easy for you to say.
Tokilau.
Easy for you to say.
No, there's a song called the Tokilau.
I'll Tokilau you.
Don't tease me. Nearly all... Okay, brace yourselves for this one, kids. Nearly all Disney Store locations in the state of Florida are closing as Target announces shop-in-shop expansions. So if you're, and I'm one of these people, if you're a fan of the experience of going to the Disney Store, you might want to plan in one last trip, as many locations across the country are gearing up to close, including nearly every store in Florida, which makes sense because nobody goes to malls hardly anymore.
Mm.
They do go to Target. The massive pivot to online retail was announced earlier this year, with Disney announcing at least 60 of its full-size North American Disney stores would close this year, per USA Today. Many will be closed either on or before September 15th. But with this, Target is looking to fill the gap by opening more Disney stores at Target locations nationwide. So by the end of 2021, the shop-in-shop offering will expand to over 160 Target stores.
Hmm.
We've gotten a chance to see one of these things in action in 2019. If you didn't see the pictures are out there, you can go look it up on Google.
Yeah.
The only Florida location set to remain open per the Disney Store website is the Disney Outlet in Destin, Florida. So does that mean that they're closing the outlets here in the outlet
I don't
malls?
think so. I think the outlets are staying open. It's the Florida Mall store that's closing.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
It appears that for now, Disney outlets are safe. Well, that answers my own question. And the only full-size brick-and-mortar locations will be affected by the mass closures. As for Orlando area Targets getting the Disney Store shop-in-shop, yeah, only 2 are listed online for the entire state of Florida, Clearwater and Sarasota. It is possible that more will be added by the end of the year. But aren't they also putting one in the new Target?
Correct.
On West?
Yes.
Yeah, the crossing.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, they have a mini shop and shop at the other Target. Gosh, is that on iDrive, I think? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. All right, if you're not a fan of the Four Seasons, I'm going to give you probably about 5 reasons you're going to want to be a fan of the Four Seasons. They are doing a magical celebration starting October 1st, and they have some really super duper cool things that you'll be able to do. There are 5 things that you can do. 1, it's called the Ultimate Suite Experience. This is the most luxurious suite offering at the I can't talk. Most luxurious suite offerings are the resort's residential style royal suite, which I've been in, which can expand to a 9-bedroom residence. Okay, this suite starts with just 1 king-size bed. That's all it really has. A dining room, a living room, and an outside patio. But you can expand this to 9 bedrooms. Then there is also the presidential suite, which can be expanded to a 4-bedroom residence. Both are spectacular views of the resort's 16th floor, the top floor of guest rooms and suites. And you have the option to reserve the entire floor, which is available for the resort's Ultimate Suites experience and top floor buyout package. Complete with butler service, gourmet meals, and customized menus, and a beautiful wraparound terrace, the perfect place to watch Walt Disney World fireworks. The next spectacular thing is a private rooftop steak and egg brunch. So guests can reserve the entire 17th floor rooftop of Kappa Steakhouse for an exclusive brunch experience with views of iconic Walt Disney World theme parks, sites including Spaceship Earth, Cinderella Castle, and a custom menu with chef stations like steak and egg station with made-to-order eggs, freshly grilled steak, oyster and seafood bar, paella station, champagne, mimosa, and much, much more. The next one is the private character dining experience.
Heyo.
No Walt Disney World vacation is complete without seeing your favorite beloved character. And at the Four Seasons, they'll offer you a private Disney character event where Mickey, Goofy, or other characters can stop by a family's private event for a fee to say hello and pose for physically distant photos.
Wow.
Then you can do the salon and spa buyout. Guests can experience the ultimate luxury of having the entire spa to themselves by reserving the salon or the spa to enjoy with friends and families, including indoor and outdoor tranquility lounges, locker room, steam room, experience shower, and ice exfoliant, plus a separate light-filled solarium room with zero-gravity wave loungers. Only select dates and times are offered for the full buyout, and a minimum number of treatments reserved is required. And if that is not enough, you can have a night in Italy. This is a decadent, authentic Italian dinner. Ravello will be prepared by none other than executive chef Fabrizio Scarnetti of a native of Torino, Italy, whose fresh, authentic recipes are made from scratch with many ingredients imported from Italy, such as his signature dishes, veal ravioli. After feasting in Ravello's private dining room or in the demo kitchen, where Chef Scarnetti can cook live in front of guests, the group can depart for a truly memorable evening to experience Italy in Epcot at the World Showcase, including the opportunity to reserve a private area for an Italian dessert party on the waters of Venice, to watching the Epcot fireworks over the World Showcase Lagoon. Four-season guests can reserve the private event spaces directly through the Walt Disney World event teams, and that is based on availability. Which one are we doing, John?
Yeah. You buy it, I'll pay you back.
I think if we get a group of people, like, say 10 people for the night in Italy.
Do you know how much that is?
No, it can't be that bad.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's get 10 people
You
together.
want me to get a price?
No. Dude, seriously? Yeah, get a price.
Okay, I'm going to get a price. I'm going to get a price. I'm going to get a price.
Call a friend.
I got friends over there. I got friends.
So do I. Oh,
I'm going to call.
Come back to me.
Right.
We could buy a house probably for cheaper than that.
I'm going to ask, is that the friends and family discount?
Yeah. I mean, it would be phenomenal. I mean, I'd love to do it, but I mean, dude, seriously.
I don't need the whole Italy thing, but I'd like the whole demo kitchen thing.
I would actually probably go for the rooftop steak and eggs.
Yeah? All right.
That'd be kind of cool.
All right, I'll ask about that too. I'll get prices on all of it.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, and then you'll pick which one you want to do.
Yeah, be fascinating to hear. Disneyland Resort will bring Mirabelle from Encanto to the park. The Disneyland Resort is set to bring characters from the upcoming animated film Encanto to the park. Company is seeking lookalikes to portray the film's main character, Mirabelle. Performers with a full range of body movement, with high energy performing abilities and an imaginative personal interaction skills. So if you're interested, go anyway. Mirabelle is 5'2" to 5'5", is a Colombian 15-year-old who's ordinary, optimistic, and struggling to find her. Okay, so wait, shouldn't that be extraordinary, optimistic, but is struggling to find her place in her family? Her story takes place hidden in the mountains of Colombia, in a magical house, in a vibrant town, in a wondrous, charmed place called Encanto. The requirements: performers must be at least 18 and authorized to work in the United States. If employed, performers will be expected to adhere to Disney look guidelines. The position requires standing, walking, and sitting for extended periods of time. If you want to apply and audition, you can check out the listing at the site. The new original film features the voices of Stephanie Beatrice from In the Heights is Mirabelle, an ordinary 15-year-old who's struggling to find her place in her family. Thank you. In the film, the magic of the Encanto has blessed every child in the family with a unique gift, from super strength to the power to heal. Every child except for Mirabelle. But when she discovers that the magic surrounding the Encanto is in danger, Mirabelle decides that she, the only ordinary magical, might just be her exceptional family's last hope.
I didn't see this movie. Did you?
Hasn't come out yet.
Oh, well, that's probably why I haven't seen it. Good.
Probably.
All right, terrific. Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, Walt Disney World Studio Park, this is the one in Disneyland Paris, rebrand most of Toon Studio to now become Worlds of Pixar. So more changes are coming to Disneyland Paris Resort, both the big and the small. The next change is the slight rebrand of one of Walt Disney Studio Park's lands. Toontown at Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland is where Toon still live. Toon Studios over Disneyland Paris will now become Worlds of Pixar. But the Toons are about to find that their workspace will be dramatically reduced in size because most of it will be rebranded to Worlds of Pixar. Toon Studio opened with the park's animation courtyard in 2002 before it was renamed Toon Studio and expanded with Crushing Coaster and Cars Race Rally. Over the years, more Pixar-themed attractions have made their way to the area, notably the world's first Toy Story Land, which was the Toy Story Playland in Paris, and then Ratatouille's Adventure. If you've never been to Disneyland Paris, like me, then you know all the Pixar attractions in Walt Disney Studios are located together as a set, aside from the rest of Toon Studio. It's the rebranding makes perfect sense. Toon Studio will be left with just 3 attractions. That will be the Animation Celebration, Flying Carpets over Agrabah, and the Mickey and the Magician.
Nice.
You've been there, right? So is this area, I'm assuming it's pretty small.
Yeah, everything over there is pretty small.
Oh, okay.
The Toy Story Playland, I really kind of wish some of that stuff was here.
Mm.
You know, like I love I love what we got, but there's some really cool stuff over there as well.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, but
cool.
Hey, it's not in it for us. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will have multiple virtual queue distribution times. Thank you, Star Wars.
Yeah.
When Remy's Ratatouille Adventure initially opens, in order to experience the attraction, guests will be required to join the virtual queue. A standby queue will not be available at opening. The virtual queue will be limited and subject to availability. Each guest can enter the virtual queue no more than once per day. Guests with a valid ticket or pass and theme park reservation will start their day at Epcot. So you have to do all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll be able to access a virtual queue system via the My Disney Experience app and check for an available boarding group starting at 7 a.m. on the day of your park reservation. This can be done before you arrive at the theme park. You'll need to have park admission linked to your Disney account and applicable theme park reservations. If you're unable to join that morning's virtual queue opportunity, you may check for an available boarding group starting at 1 p.m. that day after you've entered the park. If guests are not able to get virtual queue return time for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, it's believed that the attraction will participate in the Lightning Lane program for an additional attraction purchase.
So we only have 11 people that can go in the virtual queue. All the rest of you will have to buy a Lightning Lane.
Yes, and you think getting Disney's
Rise.
The numbers. No, you think getting the numbers from Disney's attendance is hard.
Yeah.
Getting those numbers will be impossible.
The first 10 people every morning will get to go into Remy's Ratatouille. All the rest of you are going to have to pay.
That's right. Now, the funny thing is you're like, no, John, that's not how they're going to do it. They're going to give everybody a fair shake. Yeah, you would think that, but I know how Disney does things with those when they used to do the room and free dining packages.
Yes.
There was a finite number of those rooms, and they
Very
were gone
finite.
like that.
Yes.
So, yeah, Disney understands what they're doing. They're not dumb.
Yeah.
Doesn't make us love them any less, but it is frustrating.
Yes.
So, anyway. Hey kids, how about a little headline news?
And now, the headline news.
All right, this is very interesting. The reservations are now available for the Fairy Tale Fireworks, a sparkling dessert cruise. This is the one that's done on the big ferry boats that shuttle people back and forth. So now at night, you can get this dessert cruise. I think it was cheap. I think it was under $100 for this per person. So that is back in operation. Hey, the Bahamas is now requiring all cruise ships ages 12 and older to be fully vaccinated to go to their port.
Yep, ports.
And that includes all of their islands, like Castaway, and every other island that every other cruise ship owns in the Bahamas, to be fully vaccinated. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Disney Cruise Line is requiring all passengers 12 and older to be fully vaccinated for any Bahama cruises.
Makes sense.
Yes, it does. Hey, Raglan Road is bringing back their replugged Great Irish Hoolie. So if you're a fan of this event, it is back in Jack. You can go check out their website for that. Hey, this was interesting. Disney and the Lake Nona Development Company are in talks to create a 55 and older community. Are all their Imagineers 55 and older that are going to be working in Lake Nona?
Apparently.
Sorry, you can't go. You're not 55 and older.
Yeah.
Hey, more dates are added in November for Walt Disney World's extended evening theme park hours. So if you're staying at one of the select deluxe Disney resorts, check the calendar because they've added some extra dates for you to take advantage of this, which is free if you're at a deluxe resort. Disney is casting for possibly a Disney villain mysterious special event somewhere in Central Florida, maybe not in the parks.
Wow.
So maybe like a club villain kind of thing that they did that one time. Might be interesting. All Disney Boo Bash are now completely sold out. There is not a date to be had. Gonzo. You shocked?
Shocking.
There was a construction permit filed for the closure of Primeval World at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So apparently Disney's going to be building something there. We don't know what yet. They haven't really announced it. If you're into Pyrex, Disney came out with a Disney Princess Pyrex storage set.
Nice.
I love Pyrex.
Yeah.
You know, I love that.
Yeah. Do you love Disney princesses on Pyrex?
No. Put
No.
Pixar or Mickey or something I can enjoy. I don't need a princess.
Yeah.
All right, the last two are going to be very interesting and controversial. Let's start with biometrics are now back at Walt Disney World.
Your favorite.
Get your finger ready.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And why? Let's talk about this for a second. Why do you think they're doing this before the 50th? Well, let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because tickets are being used by people that they're not assigned to.
Shocking.
And Disney doesn't like that. So they're going to start cracking down again.
Yeah.
And being that it's the 50th anniversary and they want to get as much money into their little greedy pockets, Bob Paycheck says, let's put the biometrics back. Now, Tony being your friend, I will tell you that you can go to guest relations and opt out of this option if you really find it repulsive to touch this thing that doesn't get wiped in between guests.
Yeah. And John, being Tony's friend, will tell you, make the decision before you get in line.
Yes. Yeah.
Unlike some people I know.
Yes. Are you pointing?
I'm just saying. And if you're going to be that way about it, be consistent. Don't touch anything at Disney ever.
No guardrails, no handrails, no
None of
nothing.
that. Touch anything.
Don't touch your food. Don't touch your drink. Don't touch
You can
anything.
touch your food, you can touch your drink. Just don't
Okay.
touch.
Anything else?
No.
Don't touch cast members.
No.
All right. Hey, and the last one, kind of sad news. The actor Ed Asner peacefully passed away the other day at the age of 91. He was Carl Fredricksen in the movie Up, if you don't know. Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was Lou Grant. But, yeah, that was kind of sad.
Yep, he was Lou Grant to me for a number of years, my friend.
Yep. So that's it. That's all the news we got.
You could touch yourself, Steven. You could touch yourself. That's about it. But you better not do it in public. So yeah. We want to say thank you to everybody who's listening. We appreciate you guys paying attention and hanging out with us tonight. For not doing anything Monday nights at 8 p.m. except for next week, because we're going to be off for Labor Day. Come join the live show at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. If you would like to join us elsewhere across the internet, you can find us on the YouTube, on the Instagram at Disney Parks Podcast. You can find us on our website, which is DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can find all of our show archives, blog posts, all sorts of really cool stuff there. You can find links to our friends as well as sponsors like our good buddies over at Destinations to Travel. You can go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/travel. You can sign up to have someone from them contact you about a vacation. And if you would like to support the show, like to join an awesome community of Disney friends, you can go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. We do 3 extra shows a week. Plus, if you're not doing anything on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you can watch us live as well. So that's kind of all that. We'd love to see you join that family over there. We love all of our Patreons. We appreciate your support. So other than that, my friend, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No. Go out there and have some fun.
Have some fun, kids. Go buy those theme park passes and annual passes when they're available. And as we always say, if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.